Imagine a place that tells a story spanning centuries, where culture and nature intertwine to create something truly extraordinary. That's the beauty of UNESCO World Heritage Sites. I'm Abigail, and this is Global Treasures, the podcast that covers the history, travel tips, and legends surrounding one of the 1,248 World Heritage Sites each episode. These places have been identified as having universal cultural or natural significance that is so exceptional that it transcends national boundaries and is of importance to present and future generations. Welcome to Season 3, where we'll explore the 27 sites that UNESCO added in 1980 together. Thank you for listening to the podcast. I appreciate all of your support, and you can continue to support us by subscribing at Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Podbean, or your favorite platform. You can also follow us on TikTok and Facebook for some travel inspiration and updates when we drop new episodes. In the southern region of Syria, a Middle Eastern country bordered by Turkey to the north and the Mediterranean Sea to the west, holds the ancient city of Bosra, a place of extraordinary historical and cultural significance. At its core stands a remarkably well-preserved 2nd century AD Roman theater. This imposing structure has defied the passage of time and is one of the best preserved Roman theaters on the planet. The ruins of early Christian churches stand alongside mosques and madrasas, which are Islamic religious schools. Long before its Roman connection, Bosra's significance was carved into history. Its name, Bosra, appears on the Tel El Amarna tablets of Egypt, ancient correspondence dating back to the 14th century BC, exchanged between pharaohs and Phoenician kings. This early reference by royalty speaks to its enduring importance. Bosra's very name is a tribute to Bostras, a distinguished Roman general. This city, steeped in imperial prowess, served as a residence for a legion of the Imperial Roman army. In time, Bosra rose to prominence when it was designated as the capital of the Nabatean kingdom. Its destiny, however, was intertwined with the burgeoning Roman Empire, and in 106 AD, it was formally incorporated into its dominion. Bosra once held great political and strategic importance as well, serving as the capital of the Roman province of Arabia. But Bosra is far more than a Roman antiquity. During the rise of Christianity, the city thrived, becoming a prominent center of early biblical life. During the Byzantine era, Bosra transformed into a bustling market, turning into a crowded crossroad where Arab caravans converged to replenish their supplies. This strategic position turned it into the first Byzantine stronghold to welcome the Arabs, marking a pivotal moment in the expansion of Islam. With the spread of Islam, Bosra also became a notable stopover on the ancient pilgrimage route to Mecca. Mecca is considered to be the holiest city in Islam and the birthplace of the Prophet Muhammad. Muhammad was a revered religious and political leader and founder of the Islamic religion. Its significance extends even further into the spiritual realm, for it was here that Muhammad visited twice in his lifetime. One legend even states that during his first visit to Bosra, the monk Bahira, who had remarkable foresight, declared that Muhammad was destined to become a prophet. Today, while Bosra's ruins speak to its Christian and Roman past, The majority of its current inhabitants follow the Muslim faith, continuing the city's legacy as a link between the ancient and modern civilizations. As centuries passed, the Ottoman Empire made its mark on the city, and its magnificence dwindled. Yet, the 20th century brought with it a new era of revitalization, sparked by the building of a railway. Today, Bosra is on the World Heritage Site and Danger List due to armed conflict. The courtyard and parts of the citadel were damaged in December of 2015. Unfortunately, over the years, artifacts have been trafficked and stolen as well. At its peak, Bosra was a crowded metropolis, home to a staggering 80,000 inhabitants. As you stand within the city walls, consider you're standing on the grounds marked by the historic footprints of multiple civilizations. Now that we've briefly combed through the extensive history of this incredible UNESCO World Heritage Site, let's talk about how to get there and some need-to-know facts if you plan to visit. I also will be sure to post links and tools in the show notes that hopefully will make your planning easier, so check them out. This site is unique in that while you can travel there, it's nearly impossible to find a flight that will take you directly to Damascus International Airport. You can expect to have at least 2 layovers, depending on what country you're flying in from. The airport is about 2 hours from Basra. I highly recommend you check the airline website daily if you've booked a trip, as the airport has historically shut down for up to a month due to unrest and conflict. I also don't suggest renting a car if you do travel independently. Ask your hotel or tour guide for suggestions on taxi or rideshare options. For this site, I would urge you to consider a group or private tour. The primary language is Arabic, so this will ensure you can get a guide who speaks your native language and is an expert on the site. Many use Damascus as their base and do a day trip here, either again on a tour or independently. That's likely because there are very few hotel options in Basra proper. Same goes with restaurants. It just so happens that the ancient city of Damascus is another UNESCO World Heritage Site in Syria, and many tours take you to both locations. Damascus is a city with over 125 monuments from different periods in history, and is one of the oldest continuously inhabited sites in the world. If you want to learn more, you can go back and listen to Season 2, Episode 3 of the podcast, which covered this site specifically. In terms of the best times to visit, January does get chilly, but May through October can be very hot, anywhere from 85 to 100 degrees Fahrenheit. So if you're heat sensitive, you may want to avoid late spring and summer. Some general tips. In terms of safety, know where the embassy is, and keep the phone number and email address on you, just in case. Make sure you have a valid passport and tourist visa as well, if required. You can also enroll in the STEP program, or similar program for your country, that provides security alerts from the government. Look into vaccine requirements, and make sure you can bring your prescription medications into the country. While they may be legal where you live, they may not be in Syria. During the tour, the standout is usually considered to be the Roman theater. When gazing upon it, keep in mind that throughout its long history, even this architectural marvel underwent significant transformations, being fortified between 481 and 1251 AD, mainly to adapt to the need for defense. You can also expect to see the Al-Amari Mosque. recognized as one of the oldest surviving mosques in all of Islamic history. Beyond the mosque, other significant landmarks include the madrasa and the cathedral. The cathedral, in particular, holds importance for the study of early Christian architecture, famed for its unique central plan. Another site to consider bundling or checking out are two Roman bridges nearby. Of course, I would be remiss if I didn't talk about the food. One of the more classic dishes you'll find is falafel with hummus. Falafel is a deep-fried mixture of beans, herbs, and spices, while hummus is a dip made from cooked chickpeas, tahini, lemon juice, and sometimes spices or olive oil. They pair incredibly well. For dessert, you'll have to visit Bakdash, which is an ice cream parlor in Damascus, well known for bouza, which is a frozen dessert made with milk, cream, resin, and orchid flour. Yes, like flour made from the orchid flower. This gives what would otherwise be just basic ice cream an almost chewy texture, like along the lines of saltwater taffy. It also stays frozen longer, so you don't have to eat it as quickly when the temperatures are scorching. The ancient city of Bosra's complex and continuous spiritual evolution is unlike any other. The city's structures tell the story of Bosra's transformation through the Roman, Byzantine, and Muslim eras, offering a rare picture of how empires rise, intersect, and fall, leaving their mark on a place for eternity. There is no doubt that Bosra serves as an open-air museum, showcasing the significant ideas and profound beliefs of every civilization that left its mark upon the city. Join us for our next episode, where we will cover yet another remarkable UNESCO World Heritage Site. Until then, keep exploring, keep wondering, and keep treasuring the remarkable diversity of our world's heritage.